fact, yes, all praises to Yah, Bashim Yoshai, Bashim Harakak Wadash. Double honors to all the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, sanitation to all the sincere Akim. And yes, we know the house of David is rising, Kwame Yahshua. Yes, man. Things have been happening, man. Popping off like popcorns. We're almost out of this bitch, man. All praises to Yah, Bashim Yoshai. Tuwada, Yah, Bashim Yoshai, for bringing me to this truth, man. Yah, Bashim Yoshai, we're all called and we're all chosen, man. So much happening, man. So much happening. There's a whole load of current events. I want to start with one of them, you know. The 90 people killed in Iraq, hospitalized in one of these earthquakes. That's the latest one I've heard so far. An earthquake over there in Iraq. 90 people, that's you know, that's not a small amount in a surgical strike, in one hit, in one sitting. So the Most High is just doing what he do, man, bringing them judgments in. And we know he likes them judgments. Yesterday, saw a judgment, live and direct. Most High had someone upside down in his car, man, in his on the road. And he was in there for a long time. I couldn't even stand around for as long as he was in the car upside down. Pretty sure that the ambulance came and cut him out. That's the situation with that. So the Most High is getting me used to this, seeing deaths, and there's going to be a whole load of deaths, man. Psalms 110 talks about the earth will be filled with. Let's get that. I want to see if I can find that one. The earth will be filled with dead bodies. Let's go to that in Psalms. We got to get used to seeing death. That's the point. Psalms 110. It ain't looking good for the wicked. And is it 7? Yes. 110. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power, in the beauties of holiness from the womb and the morning thou hast the dew of thy youth. The Lord hath sworn and will not repent. Thou art a priest for ever after the order of Melchizedek. The Lord at thy right hand shall strike through the kings in the day of his wrath. He will judge among the people. He will fill the places with dead bodies. Yeah, he's judging right now. Surgical strikes all over the globe, man. With the fires and the lightning strikes which are causing the fires. Fire tornadoes. We see that also over there in America, California. Yeah, he judges among the heavens. He will fill the places with dead bodies. He shall wound the heads over many countries. And this is just a sneak preview of what we're getting. The Iraq earthquake, 90 people dead. China hotel collapses, over a dozen killed, just to name a few here. Two detectives injured in Baltimore shootout. Right, 2 detectives, that's some of their high profile centurions. Yeah, they got taken out, sent back to the spirit world. Extreme weather across US, fueled by, they're calling it climate change. We know it's the Most High turning up the heat. Literally turning up the heat on them, bringing them judgments. Explosive wildfires, floods. Right, also we know about this Australia, what's going on with the plagues over there with the rats and the spiders, the creepy crawlies, man. Most are setting creepy crawlies out on them, which he also did one of the 10 plagues in Egypt. Creepy crawlies had a lot to do with what Most High. He brings creepy crawlies, he brings locusts, he brings frogs, and in this case it's in Australia it's mice. And one woman said that she woke up to a mouse chewing away at her eyeball. So the Most High that's a strange one, that one. The Most High must have put her in a coma or something to make her not wake up until the mice got up close and comfortable and started chewing on her, and then and then it woke her up. Most I got so much creative ways to start coming down on you, wicked man. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. It's a fearful thing. And now the ease you've collected, yeah, buy now, pay later. You've bought, you put us in slavery, because that's one of your mottos. You like to buy, but you don't think about paying. You know, you like to try and evade your justice, because you're the original thieves, the original fugitive on the earth. You try to evade justice, but you've reaped the benefits of having us in the slavery, the Jim Crow. You've reaped the benefits of killing us, piling us up, burning us alive, cutting off the rods. You've reaped all the benefits and the sarcastic pleasure that you get from doing those things. Now, Yahweh Bashim Yoshua is coming to collect. You know, buy now, and now you've bought, and now's the time for you to pay. Yahushua, the debt collector, is coming to demand for his payment. And you're debted, you're in debt, deep debt, and he wants blood. Reparations ain't going to do it. The reparations that we want is going to be in blood. Whole lot going on, man. Oh, and now what's this space race thing? The space race with is it Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, Elon Musk, talking about climbing up there into heaven. There's precepts go into that too. You know, Isaiah 14:15, that we climb up into the heavens, go and bring you down, man. Obadiah also goes into that. Amos 2, or is it Amos 9 and 2? You know, all these gives us the idea of your pride and your arrogance, wanting to go up there into the heavens and colonize. You want to colonize the people. You would do that if you could, you know, because you're a demon and you're a thief and you can't get enough. So that's part of the judgments that's coming upon you. You're going to have to come back down to earth, man. You're going to have to come right back down to earth. Talking about you want to go up there into the heavens. Let's hit some precepts, 1 and 2 precepts on that. So yeah, the Most High is going to fill the earth with dead bodies. That's Psalms 110. Yeah, we're going to see that, and we have to start getting used to seeing it. The judgments of the wicked and also of our own people, the 2/3. Because as one of the elders said, that the Jacob's trouble has already started. Secretly, it's already started. You know, we know all about. We could talk about the Trayvon Martin. We could talk about George Floyd, Philando Castillo. There's so many, man, that and you can't keep up with all the killings that have been going on of the 2/3, man. Who else? Brand, Stephen Brand, Mike Brown, or some, you know. All these killings. So, but it goes on to say, there will be a Jacob's trouble, but the elect shall be saved out of it. Yeah, that was it. Mike Brown. That was in 2014. This Jacob's trouble ain't no new thing. It's already started in an undercover way. Let's bring out that precept, man. Isaiah 14 and 12 says, "How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down? How art thou fallen from heaven?" Here, this is prophecy. Cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the side of the north. What's this thing you want to go up there and charge millions? The Richard Branson Galactic Virgin, charging millions of people for them to be able to go up there in some kind of space hotel and live up there. So you want to colonize the heavens itself? Yeah? Thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend unto heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of Yahweh. I will sit upon also of the mount of the congregation In the sides of the north I will ascend, above the heights of the clouds I will be like the Most High. You want to be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. Thou wilt see they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, Is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? This is a future prophecy. You're going to come right down, and not only you're going to come down, you're going to come down so low. You're going to come down so low, we're going to be looking down on you, man. The average Joe going to be looking down on you, saying, Is this the man that did shake kingdoms? You're going to be brought down lower than low, as like the serpents you are, slithering around and on the ground, eating dust. Because that's a serpent. That's what serpents do. They slither around, creep around your legs, creep around on the floor, yamming up dust. So you're going to be brought, not only are you going to be brought down, you're going to be brought down lower than low, like a serpent, like the serpents you are. Let's bring out some more precepts on the devils, man, on the devils themselves. Let's go straight to, let's go bring out this one, Habakkuk 2 and 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, and all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee. Yeah, when you're brought down, yeah, we're going to start looking upon you, man. We're going to look upon you with disgust and with contempt. We'll spoil thee because men's blood and for the violence, because of the men's blood and for the violence of the land of the city and of all that dwell therein. Woe to him that coveteth and evil covetous to his house, that he may also set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of evil. Yeah, you're trying to escape your judgment, going up into the heavens to escape the Most High. And we see the chariots. Even just yesterday I saw a chariot while I was cutting down outside out and about, cutting down some weeds, and I look up, I went to throw all the weeds away, come back, look up, this chariot came down very, very low, and I did actually go in and get the camera. He stood there for a little while, came down very low. I said, that's a bit low, lower than usual. So I said, all right, let me go and get the camera. Went and get the camera, filmed it, got it on its way up, but this was very, very low. So this is all signs giving that the Most High is building up our faith, letting us know that you're soon to be brought down, by showing us the power of his military. Woe to him that coveteth an evil covetousness to his house, that he may set his nest on high, that he may be delivered from the power of the Lord. You can't hide from the chariots. You can't hide from the power of the Lord. The chariots, which are the eyes of the Lord. The chariots of the Most High God, which are the angels. And they're identified, they're not unidentified. Yeah? They're not UFOs, they're IFOs, identified aerial phenomenon, identified flying aircraft. Thou hast consulted to shame thy house by cutting off my people, and hast sinned against thy soul. You're the biggest sinners on the planet, biggest criminals, and you're fugitives, and you're wanted. Let's go to Obadiah. Yeah, Obadiah, we start from 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rock. The pride have deceived you. You're delusional people. You think that you're the best people on the planet, when in actual fact you're the lowest people on the planet. Even now, in your risen state, you've got a lot of jakes who are in the low state still doing better than you. What does that say about you? When you go down, and when you're in your low state, you're in your glorified state right now, and you still got jakes surpassing you in beauty, in power, in strength, in physical ability, many other things, in intellectual ability. intellectually, psychologically, we're surpassing you, and you're supposed to be in your glorified state. And we're in our low state, and we're still surpassing you. So what are you going to be like when you're in your low state? Bottom feeders. Bottom feeders of the earth. Job 30:1 talks about you. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thee that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Yeah, that's the pride, isn't it? That thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and that's their symbol. Though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You see how proud there was, man? You know, Elon Musk, the space race, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, even Donald Trump. He said that it was ahead of it. He said that it was it was the head of that space race. He said that he was the first to come up with it. He's claiming responsibility for that space race. He wants a part of it. Well, you can have a part of it, but you're also going to get a part of the judgment too. Yeah, he's going to bring you down too. So no one's going to escape. You're going to bring down Donald Trump too. You're among the Edomites, the heathens, the wicked of the planet. A fugitive also. You're wanted. So you want to take responsibility? You can do that. You also have to take responsibility for the judgment, man. The so-called Adawam, the Edomites. Yeah. Amos 9. Just go straight to the point. 2 says, they that dig unto hell, though they dig unto hell, hence shall mine hand take them. And that's them going in their bunkers, trying to hide under the ground, and also under the Atlantic oceans and all the major hiding places, like the massive bunkers, the billionaire bunkers that they've been building, thinking that the angels don't know what's going on. The angels' eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. He's watching all the time. Take them, though they climb up to heaven, hence will I bring them down, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out. Hence, take them out thence, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Yeah, Leviathan. And though they go unto captivity before their enemies, and they go unto captivity, and through they go unto captivity unto their enemies, thence will I command the sword, and it shall slay them, and I will set my eyes upon them for evil and not for good. For the Lord of hosts is he that touches the land, and it shall melt, and all that dwell therein shall mourn, and it shall rise up wholly like a flood, and shall be drowned as by the floods of Egypt. Yeah, man. The floods of Egypt and all the plagues that were set in Egypt. We're seeing them now, man. The hurricanes, the earthquakes, another building collapsed in China. You know, this thing is all judgment from on high, where dozens were killed. Talking about the extreme heat, over 200 people died from that extreme heat, and also the wildfires, man. You know, where's that one here? Yeah, the China hotel collapse. I know it comes to mind, you know, when you think about that, what happened in California, the building collapse, that massive hotel collapsed. Where they're still finding dead bodies. Well, they're actually finding leftovers of the dead bodies. You know, so this is another one over here in China. It just collapsed. Don't tell me that this ain't judgment from the Most High. You know, and the earthquakes. It's all fulfillment of prophecy, what Yahushua spoke about before he came back. You know, so buildings collapsing, earthquakes, floods, extreme heat are killing people. You know, these are all surgical strikes from Yahweh Bashim Shai, and he loves judgment. And the earth, according to Psalms 110:6, says the earth will be filled with dead bodies. So get with the program, get used to it. and all the elect get used to it. You're going to start seeing these things, you know, as it says in Psalms 191, man. 10,000 from on one side, 10,000 on another side, but it's not going to come near thy. Understand? So we want to give all praises to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua for putting the spirit on me to do another video. And I want to say, we're at the end, man. What more is there to say? But we're at the end. We're seeing all the judgments. We're seeing all the prophecies coming to pass. We're at the end of this thing. So everything the wicked have done to us, past, present, and future, is falling upon their own head.